Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we will continue with the Fluent API. I know I told you we're going to start the identity library, but the thing is we're going to need validations for our identity. So I changed my mind and today we're going to start with the Fluent API. Let's add our dependencies first. We're going to add Fluent validation dependency injection extensions first to our service layer. You can right click on it and open manage nugget package, then type here Fluent and search and uninstall that one. We use in .NET 7, so you can install that one. Actually it doesn't matter which .NET we're using, just download the latest version is going to be okay. And we need ASP.NET Core version. Alright, it's all installed. Let's close that one. Let's close this. Perfect. Alright. So let's get to the file. Yeah, we have identity and web application. Let's start with the web application first. We're going to create our Fluent API when we create our identity view models. Alright? Okay, now add new folder. But before that, let me see how many view model we have. Okay. About validation. I'm creating folder because we're going to create validations for each V model. If you do your validations for entities, you're going to get different and wrong messages. So it's going to be much more accurate and you're going to get much better result if you use the V models. Category validation. Contact validation. Homepage validation and portfolio validation service validation social media validation team and testimonial at team validation and testimonials. No, let me have a look about category contact home, portfolio service social team, portfolio service social team, yeah, testimonial, validation. Perfect. Folders are done. Let's create our classes now. It's gonna be about list validation. I'm gonna copy that validation site about list validation class. Okay. Add class about. Actually, why I'm doing a validation for list? I only need for add and update, right? So let's change it. Sorry guys, let's amend it because we got our forms for only add and update forms, so we just need add and update validations. About add validation, yep. All right, add class about update validation. we have category at validation and category update validation. Class contact at validation. Why I'm typing validation all the time? I already have a copy in my board. Contact update validation. Oops, must be here. At class home page validation. We need to add and add here. Perfect. Add class home page update validation. Add class portfolio add validation. Add class portfolio update validation. Add class service add validation and class service update. We need to add update validation. I just wonder, do we need to use our validation here? I'm thinking probably it's going to work. Let's add now. If it didn't work, because if you remember, we are using CRUD operations for social media through to about validation. Yeah, I mean about models. Let's have a look. Let's try one time, and if it's not working, we can come back and we can amend it. All right. So shell media add vmodel, sorry, validation class social media update validation class team add validation add class team update validation. Perfect. Now testimonial add validation add class testimonial update validation. All right, we add our classes. Let's save all, close all tabs, minimize them. Okay, we we add our package, we add our classes. Now we're going to add our Fluent API. Actually, we need to define this library in our program CS, which is in our extension actually. So it's going to be the web application, right? I'm thinking we're going to those Fluent API both web application and identity, so we can add it in generic site. Let's add here services at Fluent validation auto validation. Let's get insight data annotation validator. Normally, if you didn't add an Fluent API or something like that, the default is data annotation. And this data annotation, if you would like to use data annotation, you have to use the model state. You're going to check the model state is valid or not. But I'm going to use my own validation system. So I need to deactivate the data annotation, and I'm going to use the Fluent validation for validation. Yeah, all right. Data annotation validation, no, not that one. opt dot disable data annotation validation true. All right, it's disabled now. And is there anything? Should we add one more thing? Uh, Let me have a look my previous project quickly, just in case I don't wanna uh, skip anything. Yeah, we need to add our assemblies, validators from assembly. Yeah, let me have a look again. It's yeah, validators from assembly. Yes, guys. All right, services at validators from assemblies. Assembly dot get executing assembly. Must be working like that. Let me have a quick look again. Get executing assembly, right? Yeah, it must be working. No, get from containing. Yeah. Sorry guys, we need to give a sample about our validation, one of our validations. So, yeah, add validators from assembly. It's not gonna be assembly. It's going to be from assembly containing. Yeah, if you remember, we just created our validation classes. Where are they? Yeah. For example, about us validation, or you can choose whatever you want. Home page add validations. Let's add home page add validation. Perfect. Now, this method find that class in our assembly and select this assembly and add the rest of validators in our project. All right. So with we finished our configuration in program CS site. We add our classes and we add our package. So let's finish this lesson here, and the other lesson, let's start filling our classes. We can add our validation specifications. After we finish that one, probably we're going to messages. We're going to specify our messages and we're going to change them. We're going to rule all of them, guys. Okay, let's finish this lesson here and see you on next lesson. Bye bye.